What's up everybody, Shiranui here. We are back with an RX video. Today we're gonna talk about Osiris fight in hard mode. Apparently there's a lot of people are still failing the instance because they are unaware of the fight. Without further ado, let's jump right in. So I'm gonna enter instance alone just to showcase some of the key points right there, and then after that I will skip to the Osiris fight at the end. That is the most important part that you guys are here for, right? So I won't be fighting the Osiris fight alone right now because I'm not that geared yet. Yeah, I'll be switching to one of the pre-recorded footage before a few days ago. Yeah, it will be a 5-man fight against Osiris. I'll be stopping the video back and forth so that I can explain a lot easier to you guys. Yeah, meanwhile I'll be entering the dungeon alone just to showcase some of the key points right there. If you're unaware of the boss skills, right, you can actually check out right here. He got like Viral Swarm, Petrifying Gaze, and Meteor Assault. So what does Viral Swarm does? It creates 3 puddles of poisonous swamp. Yeah, basically it just stack into 5 stack. If you stand long enough, yeah, it will decrease your movement speed. So try not to stand in there for too long. So as for the next skill that he used quite often is Petrifying Gaze. He will be like petrifying whoever is standing in front of him. So dodge that as well. If not, you will be needed a blessing from your priest to debuff you. The last one, which is a very deadly one-shot skill, Meteor Assault from Osiris. So basically if you see a red zone around him, right, make sure to get a shit out of there. If not, it'll be one-shotted. Most likely even tank will be dead by that unless you're very geared up. Other than these 3 skills, right, he'll be summoning ads from time to time. Yeah, the first batch of the ads, we can actually skip it. I will show it to you guys later on. So without further ado, let's enter the dungeon alone. Woohoo! When you get started, right, basically just nothing, just run through everything. Osiris will be chasing you from time to time from the beginning. All the ads here is pretty straightforward, just kill everything. So once you reach this part, right, make sure that you can turn your camera angle. Right now it's kind of blocked by the pillar right here. You can actually select once more and then you can rotate your angles so that you can have a better view right there. So right here is basically just kill everything. Yeah, but that's an important thing that you guys have to take note after that. You will summon an Isis. Yeah, the Isis will cast a Grim Tooth around her, which is very deadly as well. Most likely you get one-shotted with that as well. So try to avoid that thing first before you kill her. Yeah, most likely the Isis will be here soon, so we're gonna kill that. So this is the everything that he's gonna cast. So right now he'll be casting the Grim Tooth. Yeah, and it's gone right now. If you get hit by that, most likely it's a one-shot skill. So try to get out of there, and this is the important key point that you're gonna know right here. So once you reach here, right, just climb upwards. It's nothing much for me to say. It's pretty straightforward and kind of linear dungeon. Yeah, but the cinematic angle of the boss fight is kind of pretty cool as well. Right here, basically nothing much, just kill everything as usual. Yeah, there's no command, there's not much of big damage right here other than just Isis and stuff. So here we are, here's Osiris. So this is the first pillar that you guys need to take note of, because this is the first pillar that you're gonna charge a laser and shoot right to Osiris and you will heal him up to 100%. So this is the first pillar that you guys need to block. So you know how to block it, right? You need to stand in front of the laser regardless how far is it. Yeah, no matter how far is it, you are still blockable. Make sure that you have to block the line of sight of this laser towards Osiris. Yeah, as for the tank, make sure that the tank is tanking Osiris in the circle right here because it's easier to navigate around, and then whoever is blocking the laser right here is within the range of the help of the tank. Yeah, if I'm a healer and he's the tank right here, I can heal him because I'm in range. If the tank is bringing him away from wherever he is, right, it's hard to heal him. And it's recommended to have a long range DPS right here, which is a hunter class or a wizard if that's the case. Yeah, because you need to stand here and DPS the boss while you are blocking the laser. So if you don't have the sufficient roll, right, you can actually find whoever is the tankable. You can self-sustain right here because the laser, it does damage you over time. So you need to heal yourself, and your priest will be running around freely just to heal up the tank and whoever got damaged right there. Try not to put your priest right here because your priests have to roam freely. Just in case that your tank is having some issue right there and he cannot reach out towards him because of his trying to block the pillar, right? He cannot heal the tank or anyone is injured right there. Another reason why we should stand closely to this side of the circle, the half side of the circle, right, because so everybody can see what's going on right there. Is if you are dragging the boss too far away, right, you are not in much of help, and the tank responsible is to maintain the aggro of the boss around here in the center of the circle and try not to do any sudden movement unless he need to dodge Osiris a big move. So basically dodge everything you can. If you can't, just resurrect, but try not to die too many times because it will create too much of hassle to your party members. And it'll be easier for you guys to settle the boss within like the first pillar. Yeah, once the first pillar is triggered, right, you can go full in all DPS on the Osiris until he's down. If can't, right, you'll be like trigger the second pillar, which is fine as well if your party is lacking of DPS. Yeah, still same thing. Try to get a ranged character blocking this pillar as well because it's easier again, and the Osiris will be at the center right here at the half of the circle. Then both sides you can help at the same time and block at the same time. So basically I'm not gonna fight the boss alone. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch to a video footage which is a lot easier for me to explain. So here's the lineup that I went with a few days ago. So we got 1 tank, we got 1 healer and 3 DPS. This is the typical lineup right here, and of course you do have to follow the same lineup as me right now because you can actually go without a tank, but of course your party members have to be pretty geared up so in order to tank some of the hits from the Osiris. It's better to have a proper tank so that he can hold aggro and maintain the tank around here. Yeah, and he is not required to deal a lot of damage. His main role is to tank the boss to maintain his aggro. Whoever is need to deal damage, right, is the 3 DPS right here. And of course it's subject to change, depends on what kind of lineup you have. Yeah, you don't have to follow this lineup as usual. You can go with 4 DPS and 1 healer, or you can go with 3 DPS and 2 healers. It's up to you. And it's kind of subjective because it depends on your gears as well. If you are pretty geared up, yeah, you can actually break the rule. If you are not, you want to play safe, right, you have to go with a tank and a healer and 3 DPS. This is the proper lineup for any instance right here. So the first thing that we're gonna do, right, just get into the circle right here. As you can see, right, the tank will be running around here and try to provoke it and try to maintain his aggro while we are DPSing. And do stop at HP bar 67. The reason why we are stopping at HP bar 67, right, he'll be summoning the first batch of ads. Yeah, and we'll be waiting here until he summon the ads first. Then he'll be resetted after the first pillar of the laser is released. So as you can see right here, we are not doing anything, just kiting him around, try to wait him until he summon his undead reincarnation. So once he's cast this spell, right, all the ads will be here. You can start DPS instantly. Then his HP will stuck at 80%, which is a times 64 HP bar, and the first pillar will be activated. So at this time, you have to block the first laser. As you can see, my priest is blocking the first pillar laser. Yeah, and it's better to have a ranged character to block the laser instead of the tank. Yeah, tank, what he's gonna do, right, he's have to maintain the aggro at the center of the circle. So as you can see, try not to panic and stay close to Osiris. Yeah, don't worry about getting hit like once or twice because it's a lot easier for you to dodge the skills if you are very near him. If you are standing close to him, right, you can actually dodge a lot of skills easier than moving here back and forth. If you are tanking in front of him, if you cast something around here, you can actually move behind him if there's anything happens. Yeah, for example, there's a puddle here and there's an AoE ground slam here. You can actually just move past him. You don't have to like walk around him. As you can see, this one again, I just have to walk through him again. Yeah, and then again, just move a little bit away from it and you get out of there already. You don't have to worry about moving back and forth. Then yeah, that's the reason why it's easier to stick with him throughout the fight because you can dodge a lot of skills easily. Yeah. So this is the fight, the basic fight. I'm gonna show you another footage of our fight which is not so ideal. So this is the second fight. I actually died in this fight because I actually accidentally stand on some of the puddle and got hit by Osiris. Yeah, but yeah. So the first thing gonna do, right, as usual, the tank will be going towards him and tag him at the center here. As far as DPS, right, just stay around this range so that your tank can reach you and your healer can reach you as well. So right now we're gonna stop at 67 again so that he will summon the first batch of Isis. Then we're gonna full DPS him until bar 64. Yeah, and it's kind of scripted. You can't escape too much of that. Yeah. So right now you just wait. And then after a while, right, he'll be summoning his first batch of Isis, as you can see right here. Yeah, then we go full DPS once we saw the undead reincarnation. Then his HP bar will stop at 64, and this is when the first pillar will activate it. So whoever that is in charge of blocking the first pillar, right, he'll be going towards that pillar and he will be blocking that pillar as well. So right now you see, right, he healed Osiris quite a bit because of the pillar. And try to stand close to Osiris like here. As you can see, right, 3 of us, right, in DPS, we are standing so close together so that we can dodge skills together as well. If you are standing kind of far away from Osiris, right, you need to go around him. Yeah, so if you are standing very near him, you can actually go through him as well. Right now, I accidentally hit by the meteor assault, which is as you can see is 53k damage. Try not to get hit by that. Imagine that I'm kind of not so geared, right? I'll be get one-shotted by him. So, and again, we're gonna standing still right here, and I got hit again, which is kind of my fault right here. Yeah, and I died. And now I have to wait for the priest to get healed and resurrect some of us again. Yeah, apparently, right, yeah, some issue right here. Okay, I'm back up again, so we kind of get back on track again and try not to like create so much of a virus swarm around here. Now, right now, we just have to go full DPS on him right now because we try not to get the second pillar activated. Just go all in, full DPS on him, and he'll be dead by then. If you are kinda not so geared up, right, most likely you're gonna trigger the second pillar. Just try to reset him, bring him back to the center of the circle, and you'll be fine. So if you are not geared up, yeah, most likely you're gonna delay the fight until certain pillars. Yeah, try not to go over 2 pillars because after 2 pillars, right, it'll be very tough for you to fight the boss anymore. Because at the center of the circle, right, there's a lot of poisonous swarms. So not advisable to fight the boss after the second pillar. If you fail to fight that, right, just reset the entire thing and redo the thing again. If you have a lot of issue, right, just do the normal one. Yeah, so once you get used to the fight, then you much more gear up, right, then you only go for the hard mode right there. So this is it. I hope this video helped you guys in fighting Osiris hard mode more easily. Yeah, and I hope that RNG be with you. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me at the comment down below. I will definitely answer them. And I'm not sure that whether I will create another level 60 instance guide as well. I didn't expect I will create an ancient pyramid guide. Yeah, because I saw that there's a lot of people that's still failing to do this instance. So do let me know what kind of video that guys prefer as well. Yeah, and to subscribe to this channel if you guys like this kind of video. To drop me a like as well. It does help the channel growth. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.